We are back, and as promised before we took our first break, we did tell you that we're going to show you more young people who have immersed themselves in the space of agriculture. And the first person that we will be talking to in this segment is Sadia. How are you?
Absolutely fine. How are you?
How are you today?
Doing good. Nice.
Sasa naona hapa tuko na maembe umeipanda kule Wajir. Unaweza tuambia ni Wajir wapi?
Wajir North Constituency at a place called Bute.
Right. Watu wengi wakisikia Wajir ama wakisikia these arid areas wanaona ni mahali ambapo ukulima haiwezi fanyika. How do you manage to do agriculture in this region?
Ni mahali desert land like semi-arid land, but it works when it comes to agriculture. The problem is only water, and some people they are using their own means to have their own farms.
How do you manage the challenge of water? Kwa sababu umesema shida kubwa ambayo mnapitia ni maji. How do you deal with that yourself as a farmer?
Because in our area, in our farm, we have underground tank yenye tunajiwekea maji tukipatia hii mango.
Right. So you do irrigation. Right. Sasa tuambie hii ni maembe type gani na ulianza kuikuza how many years ago, and also how old were you when you started agriculture?
Agriculture nilianza since 2020 nikiwa 25 years old. Na hii mango ni apple mango and it is grafted.
Specifically the grafted one. Why the grafted one?
Grafted huko inakuwa haraka sana so long as hatuna maji, na ile nyingine tunaona na kama ina take time sana. So tulichagua grafted.
Good. Na unafanyia hii mango value addition, si ndio? Naona ukishapata maembe yako ikishameiva vizuri, you value add it into different products. Tuoneshe hizo products.
Hizo product, once is this one, is this mango juice, which is well flavored and juice with milk.
Right.
It is fresh juice.
Ukienda uuze hii maembe ikiwa hivi peke yake na ukuje uuze hii, tuambie ndo mtu aweze kuelewa that when you add value you can actually make more money. So ukiuza hivi unauza ngapi?
Nikiuza hivi nauza moja shilingi 50.
One apple mango like this 50 shillings.
Yes.
And when you sell,
and if I value add, this one is 200 shilling.
Right. And how many this do you need to make this?
Only one.
Just one.
Yeah.
Kwa hivyo value addition is the way to go. Yes. Aha, naona hapa pia kuna kitu umenifundisha inaitwa
nyiri.
Hii ni nyama gani?
Nyama ya ngamia.
Right. So hivi venye umeifanyia, is it value added?
Yes. Boneless meat. This is a
example vizuri.
Example ndio hii hapo.
So ukiweka umeipika na ukaweka kwa mafuta. Na ikiwa in this state it can stay for how long ikiwa fresh?
1 year.
1 year. Kwa hivyo kazi yangu ni kwenda kwa nyumba kuchota tu.
Kuchota na kijiko safi yenye haina maji, yenye imekauka iko safi kabisa.
Right.
So ukitumia kijiko safi itadumu, inakaa miaka na ikae kwa mafuta.
Right.
Nyama ikuwe chini ya mafuta ikuje juu.
Right.
Lakini kama usipofanya hivyo utumie kijiko wet, siku mbili hata itaharibika.
Right. So
ni kama ulifanya zero work done.
So this is also a way of preserving it.
Preservation.
Kufanya value addition. So kuna mtu ataenda tu kwa duka itishe nyeri. How much is this?
500 shilling.
Right. Ule mwanamke anakutizama saizi, unajua kitambo sana sana ukulima ilikuwa ni kitu ambacho tunaona
lakini venye tulipata more trainings from WFP at least. Now we are benefited from WFP's knowledge, and still we really appreciate. We say thanks all to WFP.
All right. Thank you so much, Sadia, for speaking to us, and keep encouraging the women and the young people to get into agriculture. A fantastic story right there from Sadia, who's from Wajir, and she is into the business of adding value to mangoes and camel meat as well. There's more on this table, more products, more young people. Let's start from here. I can see some live insects here. How are you?
I'm fine.
Please tell us your name and also how old are you?
Okay, I'm Cynthia Akinya. I'm 25 years old.
And you are in the business of black soldier flies. Sana sana utasikia wakulima wakisema ndio, we want to make the black soldier flies, or the people who are in this business, lakini kukusanya takataka inakuwa shida. How yet we produce a lot of waste in Nairobi alone? How has that challenge affected you, and how are you dealing with it?
Okay, as for me, because I had interest in black soldier fly. There are things that if you want to grow into doing something, you need to lose yourself. Like I didn't see any bad thing on touching the waste organisms, because after all we use them before depositing them. So it's okay. And I wanted, that is the only way that I can produce to come out with the black soldier flies. I had to use that opportunity, and I had to look beyond the waste organism. Okay, in the kitchen there are remains of the foodstuffs. Apart from that, we can use cow dung. Apart from that, fish stock, things that are removed from the fish. It really helps a lot.
Right. And as a young person, you're 25, you're into this. Ini kitu ambao ulisomea ama circumstances pushed you into this?
I didn't study it, but I just had interest on the way agriculture. It really, there's that vigor, something in me that triggers me to enter into agric, though I didn't study about agriculture. Yes.
Good. Thank you so much for speaking to us. Na uendelee na kazi mzuri ambayo unafanya, si ndio? All right, there's more. Hapa naona tuko na hadi cassava chips. Hello, sir. How are you? Kindly introduce yourself to our lovely viewers back at home.
My name is Lucas Olewe. I'm the founder and CEO of Lacton Investments Limited. It's an agribusiness company that is based in Homa Bay, and majorly I'm working on cassava seed production and processing.
Right. And you are in the cassava business. Naona hapa tuko na chips. What's happening here?
So here we have different, we have cuttings for different varieties of cassava. And then here we have the tuber, the cassava tuber itself. This is from one of the varieties that we have here. And then here is a processed chips from cassava.
Right.
Yeah.
Ndio upate hii. What do you do to this?
So the first thing is you peel it and then you chip it. We have a machine that does the chipping. And then from there we process it. We dry it to form the chips. Yeah.
Right. Now, not so long ago, nilikuwa huko Busia, huko kwa border, and in less than an hour, I saw so many gunias of cassava zikitolewa kule Uganda, zinaingizwa huku kwetu. Na nikashindwa, are we not able to produce enough? Or what is the challenge? You that you're there, are you also having a hard time competing with our neighboring countries?
Sure, there's been a challenge. What we are producing in Kenya right now in terms of cassava production, we do not currently meet the demand. There is demand of about 1.5 million metric tons. That is the demand, while what we produce is about 900,000 metric tons.
Why the big gap, according to you?
So majorly that has been contributed by one, lack of quality seed, and two, the prevalence of the mosaic and brown streak disease. That has been wiping that has been lowering produce from most farms that we have in Kenya.
So for starters, it's important to note that the demand is there. Watu wanataka kukula cassava.
There's a huge demand for cassava in Kenya.
So we need to put effort into making sure we have the quality seeds. And you're part of the team that does propagation.
Yeah, I'm part of the team that is currently doing seed bulking in Homa Bay. And we also have a cooperative that is also working on the same. So we are trying to do as much as possible to produce so many seeds as we can to supply to our farmers.
Thank you so much. Kwa ule mtu ambaye alikuwa nakusikiza leo na pengine amekuwa akitaka kuingia katika biashara ya cassava lakini hayuko sure kama ina market ama haina, they've learned from you that we are not even close to meeting the demands. Ndio? Thank you so much for speaking to us. And finally here we have this beautiful lady. How are you?
Fine. My name is Leti Murunga from Busia County.
Naona hapa tuna njugu. Something tutakula kila siku kwa traffic, tutauziwa, and you're value adding it into
peanut butter. I decided to venture into this business because I wanted to address the challenge of food wastage. That's why I decided to do value addition of this, because it stays for long, and also to address the challenge of malnutrition through the benefits that you get from this peanut butter.
Right. I like the fact that you have said malnutrition. Kwa sababu saa zingine, you might have food to eat, but it's not the most nutritious food to eat. So when you have it in this condition, how long can it stay ikiwa fresh? And
this one can take up to even 2 years when it has been value added into this. It can take long, or rather than when it's in raw.
Wewe mwenyewe unafanya kazi na wakulima wengine ambao wanakuletea the raw material, ama you also grow the nuts yourself?
Yes, I do the production and also have some other farmers, because Farm to Market Alliance I work as an FSC Farmer Service Center where we work with other 200 farmers who also produce this. So when they are scarce, I'll go to other farmers. They'll give me the materials so that I can do the value addition.
Good. Na tumeelewa kwamba you're addressing the challenge of food wastage and malnutrition, lakini pia tuongelele pesa kidogo. Ukienda uuze hizi zikiwa hivi na ukuje uuze kama peanut butter, what are the profits you'll get financially?
Nikiuza hivi hazina profits, but when I value add, there are more profits.
How much will you sell?
These I sell at 200 shillings.
Right. And how many kilograms or grams of this do you need to make this?
Okay, for these, you don't need more grams. Maybe 1 kg makes these 3. Yeah.
Great. Kwa hivyo kuna faida nyingi kuingia kwa value addition. Right. There you've had it. A lot of people, a lot of young people, and that's the best part of this conversation is the fact that we are seeing young people who are immersing themselves in the space of agriculture, and most importantly, they are embracing value addition. That is exactly what we are pushing for right here at Kenya's Gold. We'll be taking another short break right now. We come back with a lot